Hi everybody, this is your boy DrkBLADExx, ex Dark Enforcers, aka Black Hawk Division Leader for DCUO. What's going on? What's good, you pimpin'? Let's get it. It's that time of the year again, as you tell from the title of this video. This is the Witching Hour seasonal event 2017. So, I know I said I was going to pretty much stop doing videos after I caught up to this part, but I kind of have to do it again now that Revamp's here, because you gotta do things slightly different. Not so much. But this will probably be the last full-scale Witching Hour video, and then each one consecutively will be the last one for that. Pretty much, because after that point, you just need to see new base items, new styles, new stuff like that. The raid will, and the alert and all the open world stuff will never change, you know. So it's pretty much gonna stay all the same. Anyway, let's get to it. So you know the story. This year, Claritin is up to his tricks again. Pretty much, he didn't like the way that people were talking to him, calling him Pilgrim and stuff like that. So, instead of just taking it, he decided these trick-or-treaters need to be tricked. And you get a different synopsis of how things unfold, whether you're on hero side or on villain side. So, let's take a look at what happens when you're on hero side. All you gotta do is go to your journal. Go right here, and you can take a look.
Well, Halloween in Gotham City is rarely uneventful, and it seems this year is no exception. Someone or something has played a hell of a trick on the people of Gotham. Trick-or-treaters are being terrorized in the streets by spooky, masked apparitions. We're not sure who's behind it yet, but the Phantom Stranger is waiting for you in the East End police station with more details.
Alright, so with that, we're going to head on over to... Let's see, where did I put the teleporter at? I think I still left it up here, right? Yep. Alright. With that, we're going to hop over to East End, because we're on hero side. I'm also going to show you villain side, but we're going to do hero side real quick. I'm going to try to keep this video kind of short. Don't need a long one. Alright, so when we go to East End, you want to go up to the top right corner. Look at your map over there. You want to go to the top right corner and talk to Phantom Stranger.
Thank you for heeding the call. I sense the evil magic of the Lords of Chaos at work. The streets of Gotham City are plagued by masked apparitions, spirits torn from the depths of hell. I will bestow upon you a temporary consecration. You will have the power to put these spirits to rest.
And for a taste of what villain side goes, Drew, all we gotta do is go to your journal and then click on Witching Hour.
Now this is a real treat. I'm getting reports of some masked apparitions raising hell all over Gotham and terrorizing the trick-or-treaters. Why didn't we think of that? The sorceress Tala is waiting for you at the tap room in Burnley. You might want to hurry. I hear she's got one hell of a temper.
Alright, now we gotta do now is head to North Berkeley. So we're gonna go to Gotham. And where is it? North Berkeley, there we go. It says Berkeley, but you need to go to North Berkeley. Okay, so when you first come in here, it's going to be straight to the right. Look at your map, the room farthest to the right, and then once you get to the farthest right room, you want to go to the top right. There'll be two doors. Take the one at the top, right here. And you talk to her. Notice how the Skeets machine where you can buy all your seasonal stuff is right next to who you gotta talk to. So whether you're on hero side or villain side, it's right next to you.
You may have noticed that hell has been unleashed upon Gotham. Apparitions from the underworld are terrorizing the city. That was supposed to be my plan! Someone has stolen some of my power and unleashed the chaos before it was ready. The spirits must be sent back to hell, where they will suffer until they are broken and ready to be my slaves.
Hey, Anybody who's ever watched one of my seasonal videos know that when I do seasonal, especially if it's able to be done in Gotham, I have a favorite place to do it in, and I like to show people where it's at. However, this time around during holiday seasonal for Witching Hour, which started last year, they changed it a little bit starting last year. Some of the node points have been taken out from my area, so I only have half the node points now. So with that being said, you can pretty much almost go anywhere now. You want to now, but I'm still going to show you guys where this area is at real quick. If you head over to your map, zoom out real quick, and locate Amusement Mile, which would be right here. Okay, so right here. Everybody knows Amusement Mile is. That's where Joker's place is at, right? Locate the Bay area that's right next to it. Right next to it. Okay. Right over here will be a rally point. If you're hero side, you'll actually see rally point on your map. If you're villain side, you won't see it because it's a hero rally point. However, right along this street right here, which is also part of a railroad track, so it'll be a street under a railroad track, this is where I like to do all of my seasonal, right here. What's so good about it is, depending on what seasonal is, you got this whole street to do your seasonal. Pretty much by the time you start right here and walk down here, you're probably done with your seasonal because there's that many nodes on it. And if that's not good enough, if you go down one of these intersections like right here, out of these 4 corners there'll be 2 nodes there, or if you go down to one over here, there'll be 2 nodes there. So you really got that whole street and then these 2 corners right here, pretty much.
Where's our backup?
Now, if that's not enough, if you go down further, you have this block right here as well. Alright. Now, technically, you don't have this block right under here, because this is still considered part of Scarecrow's area. But from this corner right here, all the way down to over here, and actually right over here, these 3 blocks right here, you have a street full of nodes. This actually has more nodes than the one I showed you the first time. So if you think about it, you got pretty much about 6 blocks worth of nodes that you can grab stuff on. Now the only thing about that now with Witching Hour is, like I said, they took away half the nodes. So what you really have to do is this. You, instead of coming right here and starting at this point, you really have to start right here. So let's put a waypoint on that real quick. Start right here, and you have from that waypoint to where the cursor is right now. Farming from there to there. And then if that doesn't work, you can go to these 2 corners, like I said. And then if that doesn't work, you have, put away right there, from here to about here. Oops. Okay, let me try this again. From that waypoint corner all the way up to where I'm at right now, you have about there. So that's about 3 blocks right there. This block right here, on this corner, right here, all 4 corners spawn nodes. All 4 corners. So it makes it, it's great. And if you come up here, you'll be able to get a 5th one. It's kind of right next door. So it's really like a corner with 5. There are tons of nodes there. Now, while I'm showing everyone this corner of nodes, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen some of my seasonal videos I've made throughout the years. So with that being said, there's probably tons of people who know where this node is at now. But regardless, we're going to go over there. So I'm on Hero's side. No matter what side you're over, you know, everyone knows how to get to Amusement Mile. So you just want to kind of just head there. So there's Amusement Mile. Now before you get there, locate the bay, as I said. Then locate the rally point. Everybody knows what a rally point looks like. Right. Now from the rally point, take the street that is under the bridge. There we go. Okay, so this is our north points. However, this seasonal does not start up there. We have to go over here. Right. This is the official start of the seasonal area. The first node will be right here. And we're helping out this person. Might as well get a little bit of credit.
That's it.
Right?
Trick-or-treating has gotten way too dangerous.
I'm gonna sleep for a week after that craziness.
Alright, so there's a node there. There's a node right there. There's a node there. Alright, there are 2 types of nodes for this Christmas. I mean, not my bad, not Christmas. For this Halloween.
What the hell?
Are freaking real.
Alright, let's stop helping him out and let me show you the other nodes now. Okay, so we have a node there. To go up the street, like I said, between these 4 corners there'll be a node you can pick out. There's one you can pick out there. If I go down here, one of these will usually spawn a node too. As you see, it's not up yet, so I'm guessing someone already did it. Now let's come down here. Now, as I said, that first block, which is right over that way, in that direction, that's part of Scarecrow's area, so that doesn't count. It will never have a node. I think the very first year I did this, there was a node over there, and then they removed it. Anyway, if we head out this way, the node starts actually right here. Now, if we come over here, you'll see there are some nodes right over this way. There's a node that starts and spawns right here. We'll get to that in a second. Right about here is another node that just showed up. Right over here is where another node is at. And if we come over this way, there's a node that spawned right here. So this is a corner where all the corners have nodes. Now, let me show you about that one I was telling you about. There is another node that shows up right here, pretty much right in front of these steps. Right here, there's another node. It's not that far away from it, so it's pretty much an area where you can have 5 nodes all to yourself, depending on how you do it. So it makes it pretty good, right? Okay. So now, let me show you the different types of nodes there are. Alright, we're not going to interfere with him. We're going to let him do his thing so I can talk about it. Alright, so there's 2 types of nodes. One's where the trick-or-treaters are laying down on the ground, and one's where they're standing up. The easiest ones to do are when they're standing up, because then all you have to do is just defeat the ghosts that come up. There is nothing else for you to do at that point. Just defeat them and you're good to go. That's no matter what side you're on. Right, so no matter what side you're on, you just defeat them and you're good to go. However, if you're on villain sides, you defeat the ghosts and defeat the trick-or-treaters. Both. If you're on hero side, all you do is just defeat the ghost. Let's go to a node so I can show you where the other one is at. Right, so this is a node where they're laying down. This one has certain mechanics. These mechanics differ depending on what side you're on. So right now we're on Hero's side. So what we have to do is defeat the ghost and then take care of the mechanics afterwards. Once you defeat a ghost, there'll be colored orbs you gotta take care of. You gotta take these colored orbs to the victim. After that, a clear or invisible, or not invisible, but, you know, see-through orb will show up. After that, you just throw it
to the
away.
store when that thing came out of nowhere and scared the hell out of me.
Pretty much when you pick it up, you'll see that little thing right there, right? You just walk it away. Or you can draw it away, doesn't matter.
Thank you so much.
And then you
saved
rescue
my life.
the people. It's opposite on villain side. What you want to do actually is it starts off with the clear see-through orb, and you carry those to the victim, and then the colored ones come out, and then you toss the colored ones away. So it's pretty much the exact opposite if you're on villain side. Right now, when it comes to taking these ghosts, as you can see, everything is 1 point of damage. Every single thing. Doesn't matter how big your stuff is, what move you're using, everything's 1 point of damage. So the best thing you can do is use an attack that has continuous damage. For instance, Pulse Beam. It attacks continuously, so pretty much from the time it ends, it's either dead or it's very close to death. Now with this seasonal, and also with Revamp being here, it changes the way you attack things a little bit more. You can't just run Druid like you used to be able to do with AMs. What you have to do now is you have to do a little bit of stun and then attacking. So what I like to do is I like to use a stun move, such as my supercharged generator, called Drown, because I'm water. I like to stun them first. As you can see, they're all stunned, which means they now can't attack me, which means now I am free to just kill them all. And pretty much whenever that gets turned off, I just put it back up and go back to attacking. That's a strategy you can use. I would probably suggest using a really, really fast weapon. If you don't have anything like Pulse Beam or anything that's fast, you can just tap range and do something like this. It's fast. Or if you really want to, I guess you can just go to your rotation. But keep in mind that everything's only taking 1 point of damage. It might be faster just to use a weapon. off, right?
Not my family.
Okay, so I like to stun him. False beam. Seeing how everything only takes 1 point of damage, it's good if you're in a group, because then that means there's more people attacking. Alright.
I was gonna get some more candy.
Now we're done with that. So now we can go here. We collected our mission. We click on this, and we start the next thing. Remember to go to your journal to collect your points. Without it, you don't get your seasonal coin, which this year is Spooky Bites, or this seasonal is Spooky Bites.
Way to bust those ghosts. Listen, I was just in contact with Phantom Stranger. He's got a lead on the source of this chaos. He said something about a magical imposter and childish revenge. Boy, that guy can be cryptic. Anyway, I've added the location to the on-duty tab of your communicator. He'll meet you at the Midnight Masquerade nightclub.
Alright, as I said, we're going to show you what it looks like when you actually do this villain side. It's still a little bit different. Once again, I like to start with a move that stuns them, and then I try using a move that does continuous attacks no matter what it is. You want to do something that hits a lot, or hits many times. Alright, so as I said, the color orbs will start up ASAP.
No matter how fast I run.
And you want to start with those. After that, take out
I don't want to go to hell.
trick-or-treaters. That's it. Now I didn't see any clear orbs, so they must have gotten rid of that mechanic too. Sometimes they nerf it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they nerfed it. Which I guess makes sense, because Hero side doesn't have anything like that. We defeat the bad guys and then that's it. The victims get up by themselves. You don't have to like treat them or click on them. So it would be more for them to do if we had to then also defeat the trick-or-treaters.
I'm falling! No! Someone help!
Alright, so yeah, it's actually easier than it was a year ago or 2 years ago. We just had to do both. Now we just got to do that, which makes it a little bit easier. Alright, so now you guys see the difference between that. It's the same deal when you go and do the ones where the victims are all standing up. It's just like Hero Side completely. There's no mechanics, so you just beat the ghost up. Once again, I like using a move that stuns everything and then I can attack all I want. Something that uses, you know, continuous attacks. No matter what weapon I'm using, or if I have a power that's like that, that's good too.
Back off.
I'm being eaten alive.
Oh God, it burns!
Please, you've got to help.
Alright, so I didn't finish the thing yet, but I do have the mission that pops up once you actually click on your marks. So we're going to play that real quick for you guys.
Tala has tracked the mystical signature of her stolen powers to a goth club called, get this, the Midnight Masquerade. Sounds like an angsty good time, right? I've added the location to your on-duty tab. Queue up when you're ready. Tala will meet you inside.
Alright, we're going to head there right now.
This is Amanda Waller. The Suicide Squad is now in control of the situation. I'm sending in members of Task Force X to assist you. I don't want to hear any complaints.
Inside,
You will
I will
cooperate
conjure
with them.
several magic crystals that will release his hold on the stolen spells. You must place the crystals in a pentacle when it is time.
So, Tickle, are you enjoying the party? That's right. We'll teach the rude people of Gotham not to make fun of us on Halloween. I am not an emo pilgrim. I'm a witch boy.
You dare steal my power, witch boy? Do you not know who you are dealing with?
Would you say fate has brought us to this moment? I think fate has brought us together.
Crystals are ready to be placed. Hurry!
I am my own master. I think fate has brought us together. What? Those spells weren't up to my standards anyway. Perhaps Zatanna's magic will entertain you. Presto changeo! Get them, Teagle!
The witch boy weakens! Place the crystals!
This is your fault! My tricks wouldn't be nearly as fun without the powers of Tala, the Mistress of Hell.
Some folks from the Magic Wing to give us a hand. They've conjured up a charm that will banish those annoying masked apparitions. I'm teleporting it in now. When the charm is full, you'll need to release the apparitions into the spectral retention chamber. I'll be sending that in shortly.
Time for another trick. I summon thee, my masked minions!
That didn't hurt. Cristale Creavi! Place the last crystal, now! Thought you could wield the power of the Demoness and Harbinger of Chaos? You've learned a hard lesson, boy. And now, we will take a bit of your power. Be gone!
I don't fear the deep dark magics of the underworld, Tala. I've peered over the edge into the abyss, and you will look up from that pit and see me again!
Ah, teenage angst. Who'd have thought that a little blue brat and his kitty cat could wreak so much havoc? The kid could have a bright future in the society. That is, if Cheetah's willing to share her litter box.
What was once a masquerade of darkness is now shrouded in genuine evil. To break the spell, I will conjure crystals that can sever our foe's connection to the Dark Veil. You'll need to place them in a pentacle as they become ready.
So, Tickle, are you enjoying the party? That's right. We'll teach the rude people of Gotham not to make fun of us on Halloween. I am not an emo pilgrim. I'm a witch boy.
Clarion, you've lost control of your little prank. It's not too late to put things
Perhaps
right.
Zatanna's magic will entertain you. Presto changeo!
There's 2 sets of things you have to do before you can actually defeat Clarion. First, when you first come in here, just take down his health low enough for the crystals to come out. You'll get cues when the crystals come out, remember to follow them. Once those crystals are out, Clarion's health cannot be damaged anymore until those crystals are in place. There are the crystals. They always come out 2 at a time. There are 4 podiums where you have to place the crystals. Walking the crystals to their spot takes a little bit of time. What I like to do instead is just drop the crystals and it will roll forward. I also find that if I jump before doing so, they'll roll much farther, which means I don't have to actually walk all the way over to the pedestal. Anyway, once the crystals are in place, just attack Clarion once again, bring his health down low enough for the next set of crystals to pop up. Once those crystals are up, you just rinse and repeat, do the same thing. Alright, see? Next crystals are up. Grab those crystals, do the same exact thing. You grab one, someone else grabs the next. Or in this one, you can grab both. Keep in mind, until the crystals are placed, you're just wasting your rotations, unless you're just trying to get your supercharge, right? He's not taking any damage whatsoever. Now that the crystals are in place, you can now hurt him. This time, you can bring his health down very, very, very low.
Maybe we can lend you a hand. The Sentinels of Magic have conjured up a charm that will banish those masked apparitions. I'm teleporting the magical magnet in now. When it's full, you'll need to release the apparitions into the spectral retention chamber. We'll be sending it in shortly.
As you can see, Clarion brought in some backup. That happens as soon as the second set of crystals are taken care of. At this point, you can bring his health down very, very low. There'll be a charm that comes into the room, such as the one that you see our teammate picking up. That charm will banish all of the ghosts in the room. However, you have to actually walk over to them, and it has a time limit. Once the time limit is over, the Ankh will be full of ghosts, and you'll have to release it and let it recharge itself. Once it's recharged, you can pick the charm back up and do the process all over again of getting rid of the ghost. Now remember to stay on Clarion, keep damaging him until the next crystal pops up. Once that crystal pops up, once again Clarion cannot be killed unless you use the crystal, so you'll be attacking him for days before he dies, as you're going to see in this video. I figured someone else would touch the crystal, but I guess no. I guess no one wants to touch the crystal. Everybody just wants to attack. So yeah. Everybody just rather attack. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the crystal. Keep in mind, as soon as I do this, all the ghosts will be banished and Clarion will be knocked out and we can capture him. Oh, that was a failed draw. Anyway. Take the crystal over here to the podium, and you're done. The ghosts are vanished now, and Clarion is knocked out, and you can capture him.
Clarion, your poor choices forced the Lords of Order to act. Countless innocents were harmed because of your careless temper tantrum. You crave respect, but your actions do not secure it. I've channeled your dark magic into an augment for good, and have bestowed a portion of it upon these heroes. Now, be gone from here.
Who are you to lecture me, phantom stranger? I thought you weren't supposed to interfere with us mortals. I won't forgive you for ruining my Halloween.
Temper tantrums are a pretty big deal when they're thrown by a witch boy. Growing up in Limbo Town can't be easy, but he's turned into one troubled kid. Maybe now he'll think about what he's done and learn something from it. I doubt it, though. Have a happy Halloween. Oracle out.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Had a lot of fun making it. Can't wait for the next season to come out, guys. Also, be on the lookout for the next video I'm putting out here, which should be the second part to this video. The second part is just the styles, base items and the gear you get from this seasonal. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. This is your boy DrkBLADExx, Exit Dark Enforcers, aka Black Hawk Division Leader for DCUO. Dark Enforcers Gaming Network, Darkness Rises, holla. If you like what you see, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to put out a lot of videos. Also, if you guys get a chance, check out our other YouTube page, OSIF. And check out our websites, thedarkenforcers.com and also osif.com. Thanks for watching. See ya.